Thanks, Nancy. Hello, Colorado chairs. I wish I were there with each of you today. I am in beautiful Indianapolis attending the Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky VCG meeting. Now, I trust that everyone watched the May and June VCG update that was sent earlier this month. Now, as a reminder, the video and the PDF file is for reference and was distributed to each of you via email and is housed on the VCG page on MyVistage. Now, there are a few things that I wanted to highlight, provide additional context and insight to during this VCG update. So let's get started. Just kidding. We are here to celebrate Janet Fogarty. Now, I love Janet's host presentation from the VCG meeting on March 21st. Janet shared amazing images and her journey from her youth through college, her travel, her business journey, and her life as a chair. As I listened to Janet as she discussed her chair life that began in 1998, I was inspired to learn more, to dig into a few more details. So join me. Now, there are multiple dimensions to Janet as a chair. So let's start with Janet and her being a chair of record. To begin with, Janet started her first group in May of 1998. During Janet's 27-year journey, she has led 11 different groups. Now, those groups were comprised of a chief executive group, 2 small business groups, a key group, 2 trusted advisor groups, a Vistage Inside group, and 4 Vistage Executive Leadership Program groups. Now, in total, those 11 groups have had 287 members that were recruited, selected, and coached by Janet. And when you combine the overall Vistage tenure of those 287 members, it equals 752 years. Now, of the members that were in Janet's CE and SB groups, we estimate that Janet facilitated 2,692 one-to-ones. Now, those are the one-to-ones that we know about. The late night conversations, the weekend calls, and the midweek conversations are too numerous to calculate. And I know, and we know, that Janet was always there when needed. Janet led 933 meetings. So that's right, 933 meetings, which if you just took a meeting a month, that would add up to 78 years. Now, in those 933 meetings, we estimate that Janet helped process 3,406 issues. So let's think about that. The how do I's. Members sharing why this is important to them. The amount of vulnerability. The volume of clarifying questions from the group. The issue restatement nominations. The number of times the actual how do I was revealed and changed. And the power of peers shining with suggestions that then members selected. Then the magic, the follow-up, and the accountability. Now, the reason for the work, the passion, certainly not for reward or recognition, yet well-deserved. Janet earned multiple chair excellent designations and, as modeled in Colorado and across the Vistage network, a master chair. Now, Janet's impact extends well beyond the groups with Janet as the chair. Janet has served as a co-chair for 3 groups, 2 advancing leaders groups here in Colorado with Rex, and with Bob Burke from Chicago, where she partnered with Bob on a Vistage Inside group. Also, Janet was asked to and stepped in to support 4 groups, 2 CE and 2 Key, after chairs passed away until new chairs were in place. Now, in total, 550 members from across the country and quite honestly, across the world have had Janet as their chair. Janet's impact extended well beyond the borders of Colorado, serving as the best practice chair in 8 VCGs. Simply unbelievable. So easy to say, 8 Vistage chair groups. Janet has also played a key role in being the lead chair for multiple summits, served as an advisor to Vistage, and been a Vistage trainer, which is where I first met Janet, where she facilitated a session in San Diego in 2018. In fact, that training was the first event held at our current support center. Janet has been a leader, guide, and mentor for hundreds, literally hundreds of chairs across the world. Now, there are many facets to Janet Fogarty. She's not defined by one phase or dimension of her personal or professional life. Janet has been a rock for so many, a guidepost. And as she embarks on a new journey, I wish to share sincere thanks and gratitude for all she has done. Janet, I wish I were there today. I hope you know how much I appreciate you. Nancy, thanks for allowing me to video in. Sam, over to you.